Leaving Milford, we'll have just one mountain pass of 6,600 feet to cross today, and it will be a welcome change to have service opportunities along the way in Minersville. I'll also appreciate some return to civilization in the university town of Cedar City, the largest city we will have seen since Carson City, Nevada. I supplemented my breakfast with a chocolate shake. Oh yeah. Good morning, it's day 13, Tuesday, May 28th. We're leaving the Travel Lodge in Milford after a tough day yesterday, long day, and today should be much easier with only one climb, 55 miles to Cedar City. That's the plan. I got a big breakfast in me, got a shower, I took my medicine for my hives, put on my ointment, so hopefully it won't be an itchy day. That's what's going on here. Looking forward to today's ride. Peter, we had the latch on our door, flipped so that we could enter and exit without using the key when we were in the room getting ready. And the next door neighbors thought it was their room because they had done the same thing. Lady opened up the door and a dog comes running into our room, sniffing us, and she's apologizing, doesn't want to come in the room. We're petting the dog, having a good time. I finally grab it, bring it back to her. She was pretty embarrassed. Prairie dogs are active this morning. Just saw about a dozen of them in the last 10 seconds scurrying. A little retrospective on the first 12 days of the bike tour. With respect to packing, I'm happy with the choices I made. I don't think I needed a two-person tent. My thoughts were, I'm always going to be bringing in my panniers into the tent. I have never done that once. In fact, I like keeping them on the bike and not having to go through the hassle of removing them. So yeah, if I did it over again, I'd get a one-person tent. The thing is, the weight savings would only be a couple pounds, so I don't think it's worth it to make the change mid-trip. We have stuck to our agenda every day through 12 days, ending where we said we would. I guess there was one day we went a little farther, where we went to Cold Spring Station beyond Middlegate Station. That was it. We've held to our schedule. I've had no mechanical issues on the bicycle. I have not had a single flat, nor has Paul. Nothing's fell off my bike. The strap on this bag is starting to rip, and I need a new action camera mount. Well, those are the things I'm going to have to find a way to pick up along the way. And then with respect to the difficulty of it, with respect to the overall trip difficulty, I think I alluded to this before, but I thought week 2 would be easier than week 1, because I would have built up these muscles, and that hasn't been the case. I found week 2 to be much more difficult than week 1. Paul and I are getting along fine. He's a great riding companion, and I guess I should include Peter in there too, because Peter's been mostly with us now for the past week or more, and he's a really easygoing guy, and it's nice to have a doctor Dr. Peter. I've asked him a lot of medical questions and always ask permission first because I don't want him to feel like he's working on his summer vacation doing this. That's Peter from Duluth. Another thing I can add to the retrospective is that I don't think any of the things that I left behind, there were things that I was originally planning on packing, but left behind at the last minute. And I'm happy with all those decisions. Like a big pair of warm mittens, I would have got use out of those a couple times, but that's it. And a camping chair, yeah, that would not have been worth the weight and the space. And then the effort every time I want to sit on it to take it out and set it up and tear it down. That was a good decision to omit that from the packing list. Today is the first day in well over a week where there's actually some semblance of a city between our origin and our destination for the day. It's just 15 miles into our day today where we're going to be passing through Minersville. And I don't know, might stop at a convenience store there for an orange juice or something if they have it. That sounds good right now. But it's just nice to even have that option because we haven't in so long. Ideally, I'd love it if there were cities spaced out enough that I could stop somewhere for lunch, sit down in a chair or a booth and have a prepared meal, even if it's fast food. Like, oh, that'd be so much better than having to pull all the food out of the panniers and eat something cold or have to put something together. Just the energy isn't there for that. So that's the ideal. I don't think we're going to be really experiencing that until maybe Colorado.
Minersville was founded in 1859 by the Mormon leader Brigham Young. Learning this makes me imagine this town as the setting of A Study in Scarlet, the first Sherlock Holmes novel, which has a large chunk of the story set in Utah when a pioneer and his daughter have a run-in with the Mormon community.
A beautiful cemetery here, flowers on almost every single gravestone because it's the day after Memorial Day. Look at this great American town of Minersville. There's the correct time and date. And hey, there's the number to call if you want that 4th of July shirt. The ability to pick up this 15 miles into the ride, I am in heaven. Paul, look at that. Bananas, kombucha.
My first kombucha in 12 days.
Fantastic. After not consuming Shasta for maybe 10 years, this is my second Shasta drink, and it has a story. Tried to get it out of the machine, and my 2 quarters, I didn't even hear them clunk when they went in. So I went inside, told the guy the story. He went outside with the key and got me the cream soda, and he said that a bunch of kids were just on a trip to Mexico, and they came back with all these Mexican coins that they've been trying to put into his machine and get soda with, and it's been clogging up the line that holds the coins. So, got my cream soda, and I'm happy. That was so nice to be able to sit down in the shade and chairs outside of Todd's Market in Minersville. We have not had the chance to do that. If you want to stop and take a break, you're either standing up or you're sitting down on hard, rocky ground. And man, just how much refreshed I feel after, maybe a 20-25 minute sit down there having a banana and a cream soda. The rest of the snacks I bought are for later today when I take a break. But oh, how nice. I hope that once we probably won't happen many more times in Utah, but for the rest of the trip, the ability to sit and have a rest, oh, I'll take advantage of that. It's a very interesting landscape. Another SUMMIT summit! Woo! Although what was getting me up this last climb was the knowledge that inside of my bag I had this coconut water. It's huge. What is it? 17.6 fluid ounces. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be urinating. Headwind. I'm wondering how much this is slowing me down. I'm now hovering between 5.5 and 6 miles per hour on flat land because of this headwind. Wow, is it slowing me down? Guess which direction I'm headed right now. I wish it was that way. It's not. It's this way. Oh boy. That justice is the one thing you should always find. You gotta saddle up your boys, you gotta draw a hard line. Keep on hoping, Willie, cake by the ocean. The water from the kind employs a custom truss, nice and cold. Oh, just what I needed. Things got crazy in the convenience store. We got a half gallon of chocolate milk.
Full gallon.
I'm sorry, a full gallon of chocolate milk. We haven't even drank half the gallon yet. Oh boy.
You're so badass, dude.
I am.
Cedar City is the largest city we have passed through in quite a while. It's a university town with Southern Utah University located here. They also host an annual Shakespeare festival and have a replica open-air Globe Theater in town. I learned that the majority of trees here are actually junipers, despite the city having the name Cedar City. I volunteered for laundry hanging duty, and I think I was a bit too conservative early on, thinking, are we gonna have enough space on this thing? Yes, we had enough space. Welcome to our wonderful warm showers backyard camping experience. That's my work on doing the laundry and getting the laundry on the rack. Paul's doing some grading, and Peter's doing some correspondence. And let's do the daily recap. Scenery. I would give today's scenery an 8. Difficulty, this is another one. I thought it was going to be easy on paper, and we had just one pass to climb, and we did, and that was fine, and thought we'd have a nice gentle ride into Cedar City. Well, what we were not expecting was the 20 to 25 mile per hour headwind that destroyed us for the remaining 25 miles into town. So given that, I think that maybe bumped today's difficulty up to an 8. Let's call it an 8. Road conditions a 4. Overall feeling of positivity, let's bump that up to a 7. And got a rest day tomorrow, but I'm honestly nervous about the day after that. We will start the day with it's like a 4,500 foot climb out of town. Yikes.